Spank you with my dick. Gonna get wet, bitch. Gonna get wet. Spank you with my dick. Gonna get wet tonight. Gonna get all night long. Gonna get wet all my fucking dong. Gonna get wet like a dirty bitch. Gonna get wet all with my dick. Gonna get wet, bitch. Gonna get wet. Spank you with my dick. Gonna get wet, bitch. Gonna get wet and spank you with my dick. Let's get wet tonight. Get wet when I knock you into 1985 with my dick. Real quick. Gonna feel like your ass is in pain. Gonna get wet, bitch. Gonna get wet. Spank you with my dick. Gonna get wet, bitch. Gonna get wet. Spank you with my dick. Gonna get wet, bitch. Gonna get wet. Spank you with my dick. Gonna get wet, bitch. Gonna get wet. Spank you with my dick. Gonna get wet.
Get spanked. I'm going to whip you with my dick tonight, Uncle Bill.
1985.
I'll knock you
best
back
line
in 1985 with my dick real quick.
There's only one song that ever even compares to that one, and that's "Eat My Tater Salad." So
That's true, and that's a new one. That's a new
Yeah,
little ditty that we've got over. We got the full studio version on deadpitonpatreon.com. We got to say, if you're supporting any Patreon and it's not the Dead Pit on Patreon one, then you're doing it wrong. Ain't it right, Uncle Bill?
you're wasting all your money if you're doing anything else except Dead Pit on Patreon.
You're basically giving these assholes money that don't do anything at all, and we've got all kinds of free shit on there. Thousands and thousands of hours of Dead Pit goodness, and you can get Into the Pit on DVD at wholesale price. Grindhouse Video is going to have it up there, but it's going to be at full-blown retail. We're going to have it at wholesale for our patrons.
That's right. I've noticed some people have Patreons. They only do a show about like 3 or 4 times a month. We do a show about 5 times a week. So at least. So come on. Now.
Yeah. Dead Pit on Patreon.com. Every Dead Pit show ever made is up on there. And we're starting to put all these old reviews that have been unearthed, Uncle Bill, these written reviews, you know, from way, 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 way back in the day, 2005, 2006 era. And those are starting to appear on there as well. But, hey.
Was that back when we were writing for, God, what was that called?
The Horror Newsletter.
The Horror Newsletter, yeah.
With Junior.
That was...
So, how you doing today, Uncle Bill? I'm still in recovery mode, man. I got to be honest with you.
I'm tired. I've been staying up all hours of the night and then like sleeping until about 11:30. So, I mean, I'm here in body, maybe not in mind or spirit right now.
Well, that's good because we could half-ass it because Vinegar Syndrome's been doing this half-ass sale all week, and we can.
Buddy, look, this has been great.
Has it really?
Yeah, like Crater, buddy,
don't get freakily mutilated.
Buddy, they had bat pussy on there.
I didn't see bat pussy. I would have
bat pussy will be on there. I guarantee it at some point.
But today's gimmick is. What is it? They've kind of given away what the gimmick is, I think, for each day.
Yeah, today is just standard Blu-rays. There's no slipcases, apparently. Like, this is just $12 standard Blu-rays.
It's Vanilla Horror Day on the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Yeah, happy 4th of July, boys. Like, yeah, it's just your average, standard Blu-rays. Who knows what's going to be in there? I'm hoping that they don't put a lot of them damn partner labels in there because that shit's awful. So hopefully this is mostly just Vinegar Syndrome.
The Mayor, you have no idea, man. You have no idea at all. You really don't.
I was saying one of these days he's going to tell that story. It's going to be the best story.
I'll probably save that for like a midweek show or something like that. But let's just say over the last 2 or 3 days, I've been as sickest as I've ever been in probably the last 10 years or so.
That's what you get.
Been coming out of
Fucking
both
around.
ends violently, uncontrollably, and yeah. So
You got that.
I'm wiped out.
You got that Taylor Swift curse put on you.
What makes it even worse is we're going on vacation tomorrow to Memphis, and I don't know how that's going to work out. I'm gonna have to put me some do like an old Dusty is and put me some muffler up there in the crack of my ass so I don't get shit everywhere. Possibly if I'm shitting out my ass again.
That'd be so cute if you just get in there and start. Oh God,
Jamming all that toilet paper up in there so that shit don't get everywhere.
leaking out my ass. Help.
Oh God, we got a lot of people in the chat. Uncle Bill, you want to go through and
Oh yeah, so
say hi?
So right now, let's see. There's a ton of people in here. We got fatties in here again. Jay
Fatty
Weems,
Arbuckle.
yeah, Jay Weems, Ken Carlson, Texas HXCX, Jay Weems, Business Affair, Blithful, Magic Hands, Splatterville, USA, Adrian James, TH Jamie. There's a lot more. Hold on. It takes a while for this chat to load.
Captain Horror in
Captain
here.
Horror, it's always good to see you.
Ryan Underwood.
The Ring. Oh, fuck. Mike Clark. I've never seen that name, I don't think.
Maniac
that sounds like
Mike. I think I've seen him in here before.
Have you seen Mike Clark in here before?
I believe
Sounds
so.
like he'd be going up against Barry Horowitz or something.
Joe
Corey
Jack.
Conway.
Joe Jack's want me to get a burger at Huey's in Memphis. Well, we'll see. I don't want to overdo it. So
there's a lot of people coming in though. So, I mean, I know you've been near death and you've seen the angels, but how's that been like here lately? I mean, are you okay now? Are you still like?
I mean, I'm better than I was 24 hours ago. I'll at least say that. Hopefully, it's I'm on the upward slope of improving. I don't know. But,
here's the thing about that, man. That's kind of messed up because this can actually happen. Like you can fucking get dehydrated from that. Like you can end up in the hospital because, I mean, you can't take in liquids quick enough as you're expelling them, and then you're gonna be.
Well, it hasn't been
messed
that
up.
bad. As far as the vomiting and stuff like that goes, that was mainly on what was it, the first day. There was a little bit of that early yesterday morning, but I've kept everything down this side since then.
Yeah. At this point, your body's just trying to get all that shit out, literally.
Yeah, it's bad. I don't know, like food poisoning, the stomach flu. Sarah seems to think it may be that shot I was taking, which I told her regardless, I ain't fucking taking that shot no more. I'm gonna talk to my doctor and be like, look, buddy, this ain't
Goddamn,
working.
buddy. If something like that caused that, then yeah, I'd probably sue him.
I would.
Goddamn.
Yeah, I wouldn't think, but
I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be a side effect.
it is actually if you eat like a lot of greasy food and stuff, which I mean, that's the only thing I know how to eat. What else? What am I? They want me to eat carrots or something?
Yeah, I think they do.
Come on, I'm from Eastern Kentucky. God damn it! I mean, we eat fried shit here in Kentucky.
Here's your head of lettuce, bitch. Eat it.
Well, let's dip that shit in batter and fry it. Come on.
People right here do too. They're just like, whatever. Just batter it and fry
Deep
it.
fried lettuce head, boys. That's some good shit.
That bit of
Dip it in
carnival
ranch
coming.
dressing.
I have that dressing and shit that you have for like blooming onions. Yeah,
There you
it's
go.
deep fried cabbage head.
There's a lot of hot dog eating contests today, Uncle Bill. You've eaten a lot of wieners in your day.
It's a hell of a segue. I like that.
Do you like watching the hot dog eating contest? And is Joey Chestnut the favorite again for the 78th year in a row?
He probably is. There's always like Joey Chestnut and then like a couple of other Asian people. I don't know why that is, but like a lot of times little tiny like Asian people can win those as well, which makes no sense, but they figure out some way to do it.
Well, it's either the Asians or Joey Chestnut. I don't know what they do. Do they not eat for like a good solid month or something? Or what?
See, listen, here's another thing too. I've been watching this series. You may have heard of it. I don't know. It's called Beard Meets Food. And all it is a guy, he's from like England, and he goes around and he does like different food eating like challenges at these restaurants. So like if there's like a 72-ounce steak or something and you can get it for free if you eat the whole thing, that he will do that at a restaurant or whatever the challenge is.
I think I've heard of him.
And the dude is probably about 150, I'd say, like maybe. And there's got to be some preparation that you do for that, because there's no way that's possible unless you're using some sort of like cocktail of chemicals or flushing out, doing something. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's probably the same thing those people that do those hot dog eating competitions do.
Yeah, there's some sort of trick to it, I'm sure. But that's all. I always thought that the hot dog eating contest and stuff is about the nastiest shit you can imagine to watch on TV. I've just never been into that. My dad used to love watching that sort of thing, but not me.
Yeah, I mean, I never enjoyed it either because it's just like it's like a pie eating contest or something. Just shit's flying all over the place, and like they don't even really eat the hot dogs. They dip them in water and fucking like just like a goddamn
They have
lizard
like
or
a
something. Just
fistful of
swallow 'em.
wieners and a fistful of bread. Just
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just gross to watch.
So, but yeah, I haven't. The only thing that I've purchased on this sale through the whole week has been the initial day. I got the Blood Harvest slipcover, which just debuted, the Tiny Tim slasher movie, and the Terror 10 Killer, the 4K.
Oh
Just
yeah,
because Terror 10 Killer is one of those movies that I've never ever seen cleaned up at all. And you would be surprised at how
me either.
much, like, even though that movie sucks and it is pretty awful, but like occasionally there are a few movies like that where you're like, oh, well, I kind of see what's going on now. It's not as bad. Like there was one a couple of years ago, To All a Good Night, that was finally remastered and everything, and I kind of liked it. Now,
Once you can actually see it, was that the
right,
David Hess one?
right,
Yeah.
yep.
Um, yeah, I kind of agree with that. And plus, like I was telling everybody, like Dana's been hyping that movie up forever. So
Well, that shouldn't say. I mean, Dana, fuck, she goes on about Terror on Tour quite a bit too, so
that's true.
that shouldn't tell you much. But anybody in that, what have you gotten over the last few days sales, Uncle Bill? Anything?
So I just thought that the box sale, whatever day that was, that might have been Sunday, or was that? I'm losing track of all the. I think it was
Box set, I
Sunday.
think, was Sunday. Yeah.
So on that one, I got the Camille Keaton in Italy set because it was $25, and I was like, I mean, if it's shitty, it's just $25. And then I got the Forgotten Jolly, one that was like $35, and then I think the other day, one of the other days, I got a couple of just the regular slipcase Blu-rays, but I can't remember what the hell they are now at this point. So
I think a couple of titles are similar to the one that they did earlier this year. Like for some reason, people just aren't buying Trauma, the Argento movie. But I know
no,
that one was on that $10 sale too.
yeah, and they were the same ones like you were saying. So a lot of it I already had, or like I just didn't. I didn't have any need to get it really.
Oh hell, Splatterville USA, $20 super chat. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Yeah,
Splatterville was the original name of Dead Pit, by the way. If people don't, I don't know if he knew that and that's why he used that as a name or what, but yeah,
it'd be awesome if he did.
there's a couple of names for Dead Pit that we had. It was, I'm not kidding you too, because I know there's a site called this now, but it was called Bloodbaths and Beyond. Remember that?
That was an actual idea. I definitely remember that.
And now somebody else used it, right? And then Splatterville USA, which somebody's using that now too.
It's weird that was only a matter of time before somebody figured that out.
Wet Movie One. He says he hasn't gotten anything on this sale yet.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, like for as many days as they've been having it, like this has been a huge kind of letdown in terms of the stuff that they've been putting on sale because it's mostly partner label stuff.
Mhm.
When they do the Blu-rays, it's mostly like shit like Her Smell and fucking, whatever else nonsense.
I'm almost thinking though the standard, like the basic bitch day, which is today supposed to be, they should be like $8 or something like that, something crazy. They should bring it down way more.
Should have been 10 at
Yeah,
least.
$10.
Because I mean, not a lot of people are going to buy these because the allure to Vinegar Syndrome are the slip covers. That's what people go into it for. So unless you're just really into film, which there's very few people like that left, most people are just hoity-toity bitches that love to collect stuff and show it off to their buddies now. So that's kind of the gimmick.
Right. Hey, look what I got, guys.
Look here, I got this whole wall full of shit. Oh, I know so much about movies.
But I wonder how many. I mean, it's all going to be slipless titles, and people don't people are not going to like that, Uncle Bill. I don't know why they thought that'd be a good idea, but you can't. You got to have the slips. I mean, come on, that's the whole purpose.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really a movie unless it's got a slipcover on it. We know that. But in doing these the last 4 days now, like I've not been that impressed with their selection at all. And I was
Well,
kind of,
it's primarily to help get rid of shit that they can't sell otherwise. I mean, it's
yeah,
basically they're pretty much telling you that because a lot of this stuff, like I'm like, you know,
yeah. I
I'm holding
mean,
off.
most of it you could hold off on. You would be fine because it's not great. And I'm looking on here just to try to see like what all I did fucking buy from them.
Now the TV Terrors one is one that I would have bought, but I was totally out of it that day,
Yeah,
so I just completely just lost track of time, and it was already the next day before I realized it. So, but
I
yeah, other
mean,
than that, I mean, I'm not regretting any of this shit.
yeah. Anytime you have a box set for $25 or $30 from Vinegar Syndrome, I'm probably gonna buy it, like because it never gets to that point.
Yeah, so Joe Jack says the $12 standards are just $3 off.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like Wild Wrangler's statement. How do you play a Blu-ray without a slipcover? You can't. We were talking about this last night on the show. For anybody that wants to go back and watch the Sergio Martino show that we did, just talking about like how there was a time when you like it was completely different in buying Blu-rays than it is now. Like back when we first started doing the show, like when DVDs and Blu-rays first came in and were really popular, like everybody carried them. Target, you went to Target, you went to Walmart, you went to Best Buy, and you just bought like whatever came out, and there was no special edition like variations of the shit. Like it just came out, and it was the same price. It was like whatever price that was normal at that time, anywhere between $15 to $20, and you just bought it, and nobody really gave a shit about like any of that other stuff that's super popular now. That people didn't buy multiple titles of the same thing. They didn't buy variation slipcovers. They didn't really even buy slipcovers. Slipcovers weren't even a fucking thing. Like it was.
When were slipcovers even like a thought though? That's the thing. Like they were on like a lot of mainstream stuff back in the day. And I think because it made it look like you got more or something like that is what they were saying.
I think it was. I honestly think that Vinegar Syndrome kind of made that what it is today. Like before
What
them,
about
I had.
Screen Factory though?
Well, I mean, there were slipcovers before Vinegar Syndrome. Don't get me wrong, there was a lot. Like, I mean, like Savage Streets the DVD had a fucking slipcover on it. So, I mean, I know there were slipcovers,
Yeah.
but I don't think it became like a collecting thing the way that it is until Vinegar Syndrome. Because I never gave a shit about any of that until VS came along, and for some reason they managed to make it seem cool, and it really ain't, as you can tell by now.
Yeah, I mean, I think like Scream Factory were the first ones that did like limited slip covers, right? Because initially, Scream Factory, like their first two titles, they were all slip cover included. There was
Yeah,
not a limit on
yeah,
them or anything.
it wasn't a thing like that. Yeah.
And then as time went by, they started saying, well, the first run of these, the first pressing will have the slip cover. And then afterwards, it's all going to be just the standard. So I think the collectability of it, that it may have started with that.
I think so too. And then everybody else kind of followed suit because they saw how well that Vinegar Syndrome was doing with it. They built that whole company on that idea, by the way. The fact that they can release 15 different like sub labels now is based on the fact that everybody bought those slip
Well, and
covers.
they built all that stuff is made in house too. So there's nobody like that style of slipcover that does that except for Vinegar Syndrome, like that soft, squishy, um, style, spot gloss and whatever
Yeah.
else. And then occasionally they'll do gimmick slip covers like that Blade in the Dark, which will open up in the middle or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
They did that similarly with Hell Comes to Frogtown too. It opened up at the top like that, but it was like in a V shape, the original slipcover that did. And then Slaughterhouse did that where it opened up from the sides like a meat locker almost. So they've done it a couple of times, but it's pretty rare. That's why I think that one will be worth quite a bit soon. Somebody asked though if there's going to be a Luigi Cozy tour of Italy, and there actually is. But I was telling them last night, I don't know how you feel about this, but I'm thinking about doing like 2 different seasons basically of the Tour of Italy thing. So, in other words, just breaking it up because this could go on for hell and ever right now, and I need a break. So, like, just trying to do like a second season where you
Bring
got
it in
like
the fall,
yeah,
the fall season.
where you got like Luigi Cozy and Michele Suave and I don't know. We'll have to end with the Claudio Fragasso one. That's the way I want to end season 1. Like whenever you get back from vacation, just that be the end tour of Italy for this season.
Yeah, I still need to watch a couple of movies and that, but I mean that should be a fun one. Have you watched any of his stuff yet?
I mean, I'd already seen like Night Killer and I hadn't seen what was it, Devil Dog, Demon Dog.
Devil Dog.
I've
No,
never seen
Monster
that.
Dog.
Monster Dog. Yeah, I've never seen that one, so I need to watch that one.
Well, I'll give you an idea what you're in for with that one. So Alice Cooper stars in it. He's the star of it. But somebody dubs his voice in it. So it's not him talking.
Oh,
But
why though?
the scenes where he's singing or whatever, it's his voice then, but they're using I don't know why they did it that way. And it all honestly, like that movie, it doesn't even seem like they overdubbed a lot of that movie either. So it's kind of confusing.
I think didn't Italians do that though, like all the time, no matter what? They just dubbed over the sound.
A lot,
Like,
yeah, most of the times. I think this one was like 1990, maybe 1991. So it might have been right when they changed that.
Yeah,
Not really sure.
I do too, Rob. A big part of me wishes that nobody knew about Vinegar Syndrome. That never happened. Like that whole slipcover nonsense that we have today. So many people would not have YouTube pages if that
Yeah, they're
was the
getting
case.
too big for their britches now. Vinegar Syndrome is. So we got about 5 minutes. 4 minutes. 5 minutes.
If you go onto the summer subscriber week banner, there's a countdown clock that goes on there. And then they're going to refresh all their shit. I can't wait to see what we can be disappointed about today.
Well, I mean, it doesn't come with a slipcover. Any of these do. So the odds on me picking any of them up are very slim. They're just not going to happen because to me, you got to have the slipcover first and then the movie.
Yeah, that's all. That's what it's about. You got to collect them all.
But anybody in the chat, what all did you guys pick up so far in the subscriber halfway week or whatever the hell they're calling it? We got 102 people in here, by the way. So pretty good. He's telling that dog to shut the fuck up. Carlos. The Anchor Bay Fry Pack. I want to get a couple of them just to have them. Maybe I can find some that has a bunch of movies that I don't own and get them on the cheap. Vinegar Syndrome did mention that they were taking all of their adult films and putting it on a separate peekaboo site.
Yeah, the VSP site, Vinegar Syndrome Perverted.
Yeah, we had a couple of people mention the Severin sale. I ended up not getting anything else from the Severin sale just because I was really disgusted myself that I bought anything at all.
Me too.
And
I had a lot of buyer's remorse about that sale.
So those guys are assholes, and I really don't want to give them any more money. So I got the Spinell bundle or whatever, and that was it.
So Joe got on here the other day. I don't know if you saw that. And it was hilarious because he's basically just talking shit about Severin. But he's right, though. Like, everybody talks shit about Severin, but everybody always ends up buying their stuff. So it's like, they don't give a fuck. I mean, we really need to stop falling into the trap.
I was upset with myself when I did that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of FOMO.
I didn't even go back and look because, I mean, honestly, there were a couple of titles that I wanted, but I want to wait until they go on more of a sale because the pricing on that shit, man, that's the thing that pisses me off so much is why is their shit like 80% more than everybody else?
I guess because people will still buy it, really. I mean, they're still selling out all shit left and right. So I'm sure from David Gregory's perspective, why the hell not? He's sitting back in France or wherever he's at, fucking eating cheese and sipping wine. Stupid asshole.
Can't stand him. So we got 1 minute, boss. Yeah. 1 minute. The mayor's got it figured out. He don't have anything from Severin.
That's good. Don't ever own anything from them if you can help it.
Noah bought the big, just the discs bundle, which that was like the second biggest. That was the second biggest
Yeah.
bundle they had, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was right behind the everything is bullshit one. That's true. Sundays at Collins, apparently Severin will actually like flea market you. Did you know that? Like you can actually go up and negotiate with them about prices.
Yeah, I think Dirk told me about that. Which, I mean, that's cool that they do that, but I don't ever go to cons anymore, so it don't bother me. Not going to affect me either way.
That's true. So we're going on 10 seconds here. 10 seconds, bulls. A 10-second countdown.
10 seconds.
And 3, 2, 1. What horse shit will they have today? God bless. Yeah, it's real bad.
Oh, man, the severed arm for $12.
God almighty, man. What a bunch of shit. God damn.
This is probably the worst day yet.
Okay. So if you're on there, you can get the passing, the severed arm, the Agfa Horror Trailer Show, Death Promise, The Last Gasp, Smile from Fun City, The Cellar, The Leather Boys, Surf 2, Alien from LA, goddamn, Shiva Baby,
Let's get Shiva, baby.
Commando Ninja, Quiet City, Dance Party USA, and the Islands of Jan Gonzalez. This is the biggest bunch of bullshit that I think they put on
That's
here.
the worst day. Worst day by far, boys.
God damn, like I wouldn't fucking even think about buying one of these.
They should have just called the day off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're not really.
we're going to try to hype Shiva Baby up, boys. Oh, God. Let's get Shiva Baby. Alien from LA.
What a horrible fucking.
This is not even worth doing a damn show for.
No.
So, yeah, the interesting thing is some of these do have the slips left or whatever, and they're standard price. But if you want it without a slip, like Alien from LA, with a slip, it's $27.99. Without a slip, it's $12.
I mean, Jesus God. So the only one that's near selling out on here. Well, no, it's not even near selling out. I was gonna say Death Promise, but that's just the one with the slip cover. You can get like 1 million of them without the slip cover. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what to make out of this. This is stupid.
They update anything else on here or no?
No, not usually. So that's the thing with these sales. I mean, you kind of just take your life in your own hands because it's usually like this. Oh, by the way, because Dirk was telling me about this last night, the Zombie 4-issue comic collection sold out, and it's already going for $300 on eBay. So he bought one of them, and he's going to just sell it. I was like, yeah, that's probably the best thing you could do.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. I mean, when it comes to stuff like that, man, I have to say no because I don't want to get started collecting something else.
No, I
don't have any
room.
room
I
as
just
it is
flip
anyway.
it. Yeah. I mean, something like that, there's no way.
I'm afraid, though, like, it'd be something I'd get in my hands and be like, oh, God, this is killer. I ain't selling it.
Just fucking going to a room somewhere, yeah. Oh, man. But other than that, though, I'm looking on their site. They got the same old bullshit. I don't think they have anything, even in the merch or anything.
They got some new red, white, and blue Vinegar Syndrome shirts. That was probably there the other day.
Did you see this? Because I didn't even notice this when it came up, and they're all already sold out. I wouldn't have bought any of it anyway. But did you notice all of the like novelizations that they had on there?
Oh, on the Vinegar Syndrome?
Yeah. So they put up like the novelizations for Vamp, Wishmaster, Hellraiser Bloodline, Creature, and like all kinds of other stuff I've never even heard of, like paperback novelizations of those.
No, I didn't see. I must have missed those.
If you,
Anthony, happy 4th of July, Bulls. The $10 super chat. Thank you, sir.
hey Tony, I hope your channel is doing well. I hope you're not doing a Vinegar Syndrome sale right now because that would fucking suck ass.
Yeah, this is like today was the worst day I think by far because each day before today there was at least one thing where I was like, maybe, but no, nothing today.
So tell me this.
Trash.
It is a bunch of trash. Tell me this at least.
What?
Tell me that you got like a Taylor Swift t-shirt that you're going to wear on one of these shows, please.
I do have a Taylor Swift shirt, but it's not one that evidently like the line was so long at that show that they just didn't even attempt it.
Yeah,
Sarah got knocked in the head with a cell phone at this show, by the way.
What?
Yeah, she said some woman like dropped the phone from the next level up and it hit her in the head. And I was like, holy shit. Like you would think that'd bust your damn head open. She just got like a pop knot or something.
Did she get the phone or did it just like go off somewhere else?
She got the phone and later on that woman was looking for it. And I was like, I would have just busted the fucking thing. Like I wouldn't have waited for somebody to come and get it. I would have just busted it. Like, fuck you and your phone.
Oh my God. No, I didn't know she was almost murdered by a stray cell phone.
By iPhone 12 or whatever it was.
Yeah, that iPhone 12, that would knock the shit out of you. It was like a standard or something. Like you'd be all right.
Yeah, you would think if you got hit the right way, I mean, that could do some damage.
Yeah, it's like dropping a penny off the Empire State Building or something. Like, I mean, an iPhone traveling at that velocity, if I'm correct on my physics, would fuck you up.
Jordan, like my brother-in-law is the big Taylor Swift fan, and he was going on about like she plays like 3 exclusive songs in each show, and I didn't know any of them. I was like, I never heard of either one of them. So,
what were they? Do you remember? Because
I know, not really. She plays for like hours and hours, though, like 30 some songs or something like that.
She better play for fucking hours and hours for the price of them tickets. She better sit out there all night, camp out,
dance around on a pole with nothing on.
That's right.
Come on.
Hey, look here. So a lot of people are saying, let's see. Some people are saying they want the severed arm. I don't know. Please don't buy that. The sailor. I don't even think the sailor's that good.
I already have it, but I mean, I wouldn't. It's nothing that sets your panties on fire or anything. Most of these other ones, I don't. Death Promise, I've heard that's okay. The Agfa Horror Trailer Show.
What
The Leather Boys, that's gonna be good. That's worth $12. Shiva Baby. What in the fuck even is Shiva Baby?
I don't know. Yes, Blood Force International. It's bad because we're unfamiliar with it. That's how it is. God damn.
Oh shit.
I don't even know what you're talking about, but that's probably going to be the case.
That you love people like that.
Yeah, they always.
Evidently, everybody else is unfamiliar with it too because it ain't selling too well because it's on this sale.
I don't know if you're aware of this, Bubby, but you probably don't want to get into an argument with us. That never really ends well.
I don't even see this guy. Where's he at?
He's like one scroll up. Blood Force International.
Oh,
here, I'll put him up here.
So it's bad because you're unfamiliar with it. What exactly are we unfamiliar with? I don't know what he's talking about.
I will give anybody this though. Anybody that like said anything positive about Annie Lee's meat pies when we were shitting on it were correct.
Annie Lee's meat pies is great. So anybody in the chat though, are you guys are you guys excited about any of these $12 titles? Because I'm not. I can't lie. It's not that exciting to me.
Buddy, I bet Vinegar Syndrome must have lost their ass on Surf 2. That fucking thing's been on sale like at least 4 different times.
What's funny is Surf 2 is one of those movies that had never had a release since VHS days. And Vinegar Syndrome probably knows why at this point.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
I've never seen a movie that just like they keep pushing harder than that and it's not doing anything.
I mean, it's got great artwork. I'll give it that.
Well, the next 2 days, which I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to cover the next 2 days, but I'll give it a shot. But
Steve too tomorrow.
yeah, that's true. Steve's on vacation.
He's on vacation. I'll see what he can do.
The next 2 days are just Blu-rays and a with slips and a VSA. So that should be interesting just to at least see what the damn VSA is they put up there. Somebody said these deals are bad and they should feel bad.
I'll give him that. At least they're doing something, though. I mean, before they did these sales, it was just like new titles and like new merch and stuff. And then they had the sales twice a year. So at least they're doing something with it. I mean, even though it's stuff that not everybody's like that interested in, I'll give them a little bit of credit at least.
Matt, I don't know about that. At this point, we've been through 4 days and they ain't been like. I mean, I would say of each day of the next 3 days, there'll be maybe one title that will really be of interest in these sales. If they put 8 or 9 up there, there'll be one that'll be worth a shit.
Possibly.
That's my guess.
Yeah.
Is Alien from LA worth getting?
It doesn't seem that way. Now, I haven't watched it, but I just judging by the trailer, it doesn't look like anything I'd like.
I mean, it really depends on what you like. It's a goofy ass comedy. It's like in the line of like My Stepmother's and Alien. You remember that movie with Kim Basinger? Like there was a brief period of time where they were putting out movies like that had like weird alien themes to them.
Mm-hmm. Noah liked Alien from LA. Well, it does have Kathy Ireland in it when she's really young. So, I mean, that's a plus.
Okay, no, it's like, no, do not buy Alien from LA. That's pretty. Maddie Mac says, and this is a consensus too. Death Promise is a goofy blast of martial art fun, so it's very entertaining.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people put Death Promise over.
I don't own Death Promise, but I still don't have any interest in buying it for some reason.
Yeah.
I just know I'll never fucking watch it.
Like, yeah, to me, that's just going to add another big, long, be at the end of a long stack of Vinegar Syndrome stuff that I haven't watched. So, Evil Laugh. I actually picked up Evil Laugh in the most recent sale, but I have not watched it yet.
I need to get that one. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that goes on sale in one of these days. Probably not, though, because it's probably too new.
But in other news, you'll want to keep your eye out for grindhousevideo.com is going to be stocking more copies of End of the Pit. I think probably this week, maybe as early as tomorrow. So if you guys haven't picked that up yet, you can get it from them. And what else we got planned this week, Uncle Bill? I'm going to be gone most of the week, but
there's the horror roundtable. That's the only thing that I know of certain that we're doing anytime soon. And I think, what did you say? It's on
Sunday, I think.
Sunday,
it's coming Sunday coming up. So hopefully I'll be all rested up and everything shit out of me by then. And
yeah, I hope so.
We will. But yeah, I mean, as far as the other sales this week, Uncle Bill, if he's going to be around, or I could probably get Steve to do that one tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, if I can do them, I will. But I mean, it's hard to do them during like lunch. So it's like, if Steve can do them, just let his ass do them.
It's kind of chaotic.
So. Yeah.
All right. Well, is that it? You have anything else?
I don't got anything else. I know on Thursday that I'm doing a show with Rambo. We're going to be talking about Kickboxer, and we're doing the Van Damme-a-thon, and that's the next one that we're going to be talking about. Other than that, there ain't nothing going. Exactly, ain't nothing going on.
All right, boys. So we'll see everybody. Have a good week. Happy 4th of July. Go blow some shit up, destroy some shit, and we will catch you guys next time over at Dead Pit.
deadpit.com.
Give us the thumbs up,
Up your butt.
like, subscribe. And if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a if you do or
I
not.
want you to. I want you to.
I don't care.
Let's keep our community growing here on
No,
YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to do nothing.
Listen, they need to do that, pal.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up, subscribe, and click that bell.
There's all kinds of wonderful shirts over at shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck. You can get some Dead Pit radio shirts. You can get Last Out on the Left. The Hills Have Eyes. Texas Chainsaw. Oh, wait, you can't say Texas Chainsaw. All kinds of shirts, folks. You're gonna love them. Shop.deadpit.com.
Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. Dead Pit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows and fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.